Hello everyone, this is Jennifer and you are watching the Dark Age channel.
So you know how the seasons are shifting, and we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from fall. It's that awesome time when we can channel our inner bears, savoring every last meal, and making darn sure we stock up enough to last us till next year. Gotta embrace the vibes of this season, hun. You know, if you've been keeping up with the news lately, you'd notice there's a real issue with food shortages. It's crazy, hun. And there are various reasons behind this scarcity of certain types of foods worldwide. One major factor is the ongoing conflict with Russia, messing up wheat production and availability. The situation's pretty grim, as not as much wheat has been planted, and the yields are lower too. Now you might be thinking, hey, I don't even eat wheat from Russia, so why should I worry? But hold up, it's not that simple, you know. The global food supply chain is like a tangled web, connecting all countries. So even if you think you're getting your food from somewhere else, the shortages can still hit you hard. When countries can't buy from their usual sources, they'll turn to other places, which creates a domino effect. And you won't believe it, but the US is also selling off our resources to other countries. It's a whole interconnected mess we need to face. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of the current situation with food production and the various challenges we're facing, but in case you aren't, let's talk about it a bit. It's like a perfect storm, you know? Export limits, flooding in some countries, and drought in others are really taking a toll on our food supplies. Take California, for instance. They produce rice there, but with that massive drought hitting the state, there's just no water for the crops, and that's a major problem. Rice is a water-hungry crop, and without enough of it, the yields suffer big time. And it's not just rice. Even wheat production in the United States is getting hit hard. They're saying it's the worst since 1962 on. But think about it, back in '62, the population was way smaller compared to now, and we're talking about producing a lot more food for the current numbers. It's a real challenge. Drought also affects other crops like potatoes, as you've experienced firsthand in your garden. When they don't get enough water, their production takes a nosedive. It's rough, you know. All in all, it's a tough time for agriculture. And we gotta find ways to tackle these challenges and ensure we have enough food to go around for everyone. Producers are having a rough time keeping up with the supply of cans and jars. It's not just the packaging they can't get their hands on, but some crops for those cans and jars are just tanking this year. It's a bummer. I heard they've got lots of farms sitting fallow too. And check this out, there's been a crazy increase in fuel prices, and fertilizer is nowhere to be found. It's like a domino effect, and it's messing with the food supply. So here's the deal. I've been stocking up on certain foods, and I'm gonna share my list with you. You better make sure you've got enough of these going forward. First off, canned veggies and fruits are a smart move. They last long and save you from fresh produce shortages. Then, gotta have some rice and pasta in the stash. They're essential staples, easy to store, and perfect for many meals. And don't forget dried beans and legumes. They're packed with nutrition and last forever. If you've got freezer space, go for frozen fruits, veggies, and meats. They're a lifesaver. And lastly, canned proteins like tuna, chicken, and beans are real handy for quick, satisfying meals. Trust me, harvests are down and shortages are real, man. Lots of stuff on the shelves right now is from last year, and this year's crops are even worse. It might not seem like it's a big deal right now, but come winter or spring, you could be scrambling for food if you're not prepared. So, better be safe than sorry. But I digress. Let's talk about my list of foods to stockpile before the coming fall. Number 1, wheat and wheat products. When it comes to stockpiling essential foods, wheat and wheat products, particularly flour, take center stage. These versatile staples are crucial for sustaining oneself during times of scarcity and uncertainty. Whether you enjoy grinding wheat or sprouting wheat berries, it's prudent to ensure a sufficient supply of these items in your emergency food stockpile. One valuable resource for acquiring wheat berries and other long-term food storage options is the LDS Church's cannery. Their products come conveniently sealed in number 10 cans, designed to maintain freshness for up to 30 years. With the prevailing shortages affecting various food items, the LDS Church's store presents a practical and cost-effective solution to secure essential foods for the long haul. However, it's essential to recognize the challenges associated with storing flour for extended periods. While proper storage can prolong its shelf life, flour does have its limits. It's imperative to rotate your flour supply to ensure that you have access to fresh, usable flour when you need it most. Over time, flour can go stale and develop an unappealing odor, signaling its decline in quality. To avoid being caught off guard with unusable flour, consider adopting a first-in, first-out system. This approach entails using the oldest flour first while restocking with fresh supplies. By adhering to this practice, you can maintain a consistent and reliable source of flour for your culinary needs. Aside from basic flour, reflect on the myriad of other wheat and flour-based products found in your pantry. From beloved classics like macaroni and cheese to comforting dishes like beef or brownie ravioli, a wide array of foods depend on wheat-derived ingredients. Even hearty soups and stews, complete with noodles or dumplings, may become affected by wheat and flour shortages. In times of scarcity, people will make do with whatever they can find. Therefore, it is paramount to proactively prepare by securing a stockpile of the specific wheat and flour products that cater to your unique needs and preferences. While it's vital to plan for your individual requirements, it's equally essential to be adaptable to potential changes in availability. Number 2, rice. Rice, a staple food facing shortages, demands prudent stockpiling. Opt for white rice, available in manageable 1 or 2 pound quantities, or bulk-sized bags. The choice of white rice over brown rice is vital due to the latter's natural oils, which can turn rancid over time. Ensuring proper storage in airtight containers is essential to preserve its freshness and nutritional value. Besides plain rice, consider other rice-based products you enjoy, such as rice mixes, to diversify your emergency food supply. These delightful options, like rice-a-roni and zatarans, offer convenience and flavor. In times of scarcity, these prepared mixes can be valuable substitutes, making meal preparation easier. To further enhance longevity, transfer these rice mixes into sturdy, airtight containers, like canning jars. Traditional cardboard boxes provide inadequate protection against drying air and potential infestation, leaving your food vulnerable to spoilage. In uncertain times, proper food storage becomes paramount. Taking precautions to shield your rice and rice-related products from deterioration ensures you have a reliable food source for the future. By acting proactively, you can secure the foods you cherish and rely on, safeguarding against price fluctuations and scarcity-driven market challenges. Consequently, make it a priority to acquire an ample supply of rice and rice mixes without delay. Prepare now, and you can face the uncertain future with confidence, knowing that your family's sustenance needs are well accounted for. Number 3, potatoes. You may have already experienced difficulty finding fresh potatoes in stores or noticed a decline in their quality. Many of the potatoes available now are from last year's harvest, stored in large sheds and gradually released throughout the season. Unfortunately, this year's potato harvest is anticipated to be significantly lower than in previous years. To ensure a stable food supply for your family, consider obtaining canned potatoes, mashed potato mixes, and various potato-based soups. Additionally, think about securing a good quantity of hash browns, dehydrated potatoes, and frozen potatoes, the ones you prefer. As supplies continue to dwindle, prices are likely to rise. Don't forget to inspect mixed vegetable medleys as well, as they often contain potatoes. Having an ample stock of these potato products will offer you more control over the foods you can provide for your loved ones. Number 4, tomatoes. Moving on to tomatoes, which are not only becoming harder to find but also come in problematic packaging like cans and jars. If you use canned tomatoes, it's wise to build a substantial stockpile. Perhaps you rely on tomato paste, tomato sauce, salsa, or pizza sauce, all of which contain tomatoes that might become scarcer and pricier. Even your preferred special tomato varieties could vanish. Preserving food with a dehydrator is an effective method. For instance, dehydrated tomatoes can offer extended shelf life when stored in the pantry. To maximize the longevity of the available foods, explore various preservation techniques such as canning, dehydrating, freeze-drying, or freezing. Number 5, corn. Let's discuss corn as our first topic. This incredibly versatile crop finds application in various areas. Notably, it serves as animal feed, particularly for poultry and livestock. During food shortages, having corn products can prove useful for feeding pets or livestock. Certain corn items, such as canned corn, cornmeal, and corn flour, boast extended shelf lives, ensuring reliable long-term storage options. Corn appears in numerous food products, including cans of corn, kernel corn, cream corn, cornbread, cornmeal, corn tortillas, corn chips, mixed vegetables with corn, and certain soups like chicken quesadilla. Moreover, freezing corn and using a dehydrator can further extend its shelf life. Creating meals from basic foods and mastering the art of making things from scratch can be both rewarding and practical. By diversifying your food stockpile and maximizing the use of available items, you can pave the way for a more secure and fulfilling future. Begin by taking an inventory of the foods in your pantry and assess how you can enhance your stockpile. Focus on the 5 key foods you are currently stockpiling, but don't limit yourself to just these options. Explore a wide variety of non-perishable foods, canned goods, dried fruits, vegetables, grains, and protein sources. Having a diverse selection ensures you have a range of options to sustain yourself in different situations. Learning to prepare meals from scratch not only allows you to utilize your stockpile more efficiently, but also empowers you to create flavorful and wholesome dishes. Experiment with cooking techniques and explore recipes that utilize the basic ingredients you have on hand. You'll find that making meals from scratch can be cost-effective, healthier, and a great way to adapt to any scarcity of prepackaged foods. These are all the foods I would stockpile for the potential shortages coming this fall and winter. Let me know if I missed anything by commenting below. Please like, share, subscribe, and click on the little notification bell too so you don't miss out on our new videos. Until next time, thanks and God bless.